Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. And off we go from Denver. On first down, Dugan. And his first look is incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Dugan swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw. Dugan escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Johnson on the return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Patriots take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2 into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception, Dugan. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. 70 Ranger. He don't want it. Hey, check Mike 45.
To throw again, Dugan. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. 45.
Looking to throw. Dugan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dawson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
He's not going to get me. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 3.
Back to throw. Dugan. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Dugan. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Off the play fake. Dugan. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They didn't. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now Locke. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dugan. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On 1st and 10, Dugan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Dugan. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The tackle by Draymond Jones. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score 8-7. Broncos nothing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Sweat.
Block off of play action. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Operating from the gun, Dugan. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Back to throw. Dugan. That's caught left side by Judy. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Christian Barmore, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Dugan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Locke going to try and throw on third down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. He's scared. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 56, the mark. 56, the mark.
Locke now on first down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. He'll get this one to Patrick. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Rashad Fenton, the one to bring him down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Block now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Dugan. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Dugan. Eluding the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
56. Mike, 56 right there, 56.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the Mile High Air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Right there.
Back to throw. Dugan. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down. Dugan. And complete right side to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Dugan. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 40 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Locke to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw it is Locke. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing now is Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They run it again with Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Back to throw. Dugan. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go out and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Block. Forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Block going to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now Locke, gotta have this one. Dancing to his, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Off play action. Dugan.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Locke's throw is caught here by Anderson.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. On play action, Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Now Locke again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off the option, here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Dugan. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Broncos, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.